Good morning, Rutgers. My name is Ryan Hopson, and I will be your weather watcher for the morning of Friday, April 7th, 2026. Looking at our current conditions in New Brunswick, very nice outside, mostly sunny. We got temperatures a little bit chilly, 53. Also very dry outside with a humidity of only 39%, and we got some winds out of the west at 8 miles an hour. Looking at our headlines, it's going to be sunny and a little bit chilly to finish out the week, Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. But we do see some temperatures start to make their way on the upward side this weekend. And finally, as we head into early next week and into the middle of next week, we're going to be looking at certainly some above average temperatures. If we look at our current temperatures throughout the state, in the southern part of the state, it's mostly in the low to mid 50s, bit of a warm spot down in Cape May and also in Atlantic City up through Toms River in the mid 50s. But other than that, pretty consistent in the low 50s. And as we head to the northern part of the state, up in Hackettstown and Lafayette, generally where we would expect the coldest temperatures to be, they are in the mid 40s, but in the other parts of the northern part of the state, low 50s. Looking at our wind gust forecast, it's going to be a bit of a breezy day today. We saw there were certainly some gusts in excess of 30 knots, or forecasted to be throughout the day. And as we head into Tuesday at around 10 p.m., they're gradually going to start to subside, particularly in the northern part of the state. Still have some 20-mile-an-hour gusts, particularly along the coast, but this will continue to subside as we head into Wednesday. And generally, tomorrow will certainly not be as gusty as it will be today. So a bit of a breezy day in store for today, but this will gradually subside and kind of go away for tomorrow. Looking at our current watches and warnings, we do have a freeze warning in effect for much of the bottom part of the state, so the south and central parts, a risk of overnight freeze. And this is because as our winds subside and the fact that it will be generally very clear, that's really going to allow the surface to cool off very, very rapidly. So if you have any plants for both tonight and tomorrow, it might be a good idea to keep them inside. And now for our 7-day forecast. So we finished out the week a little bit on the average to below average side. Tomorrow, high of 54 degrees, a little bit chillier on Thursday, the high of 51. But then we start to see temperatures kind of take an upwards trend into Friday with the high of 58. Also, Wednesday and Thursday overnight, notice those lows are below freezing. So like I said, please keep an eye on your plants. And then looking at our full 7-day forecast, big warm up for Saturday into Sunday, where we go up to 69 and 70. A little bit cooler on Monday, but still fairly seasonable and nice with 67 degrees. And then as we head into the middle part or early middle part of next week, we get into the 80s, or our forecast to get into the 80s. And also look at pretty much sunny for the majority of the next 7 days. So that's certainly going to be some nice days on the horizon in the next week. And looking beyond our 7-day forecast, this is our 8 to 14-day temperature outlook issued by the Climate Prediction Center, where we have here in New Brunswick, we have a good chance for above average temperatures beyond 7 days. So within the next 2 weeks, if you're sick of the cold, like I know a lot of us are, certainly working in your favor. Be sure to follow Rutgers Weather Watchers on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. And this is Ryan Hopson. Have a fantastic day.